Hey, 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 beautiful heart. How are you today? Thank you for clicking on this video. I am Dr. Denae, and this is the Awakening Consciousness, where I'm here to help you write the blueprint of your life, your story, understand yourself, quiet monkey mind, and start living the life you have dreamed of. So let's get into it. Um, the energy on the table. It's a mixed bag, which makes sense for the planetary alignment, what we've been going through, and this continuing journey. I do want to thank all of you guys who have been reaching out to me and sharing different aspects of yourself or your story, and how these sessions or videos are really helping you along your journey, guys. It just makes my heart smile. Last night, a couple of you had me in tears, good tears, of course. I know not everybody's comfortable putting feedback or comments, on the videos or on social media. I totally get it. But thank you for getting those to me, in a private setting, which is absolutely fine. But to let me know how these are hitting for you and really helping you catapult into this next level. So, guys, I say it all the time. We're mirrors for each other. I am a mirror for you guys, and you guys are a mirror for me. Iron sharpens iron. And if you're here to learn, grow, and heal, and you haven't subscribed, hit that little bell button, because I'm not on a rigid schedule on when I post. I am trying to post daily, but sometimes that doesn't always happen. So if you hit that subscribe and get asked to be notified whenever I post, that way you don't miss out. All right, without further ado, we are starting out looking at the overall energy. And we have the mind's mastery lies in the heart. Give yourself the love you desire. Opinions bind you to what you opine, and beware of altered ego traps. And the crowning energy here is your beliefs either give you power or take it away. I'm all about uncovering the subconscious limiting beliefs that we all have. Why? Because it's those subconscious limiting beliefs that are running our life. Whether you realize it or not, if you have those playing out, you are literally making decisions in your adult life from the place of when you were a younger child and these limiting beliefs were created. Whether it's you have to work hard for money, money's hard to come by, you're too much, you're not lovable, whatever the story is. The story is only the story because it was a belief that you kept telling yourself until you believed it to be true. So guess what? It may seem like that's the truth because that's what keeps happening, but that's a program that's on repeat. When you can address it at the root, whatever that limiting belief is, and you choose a different belief, this is where you switch. If you've got beliefs that are taking away your power, and how do you know if they're taking away your power? You're living in lack. And I don't mean, you're homeless and can't pay your bills. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you don't have in your life what you desire, which you're trying to manifest that. And that's, we should want bigger. We should want more. We do want to manifest that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to manifest from a place of a belief that actually takes away your power, so any type of lack or I don't have or desperation, it will repel what you want and keep it away from you. You know, for those of you who have a church background, I'm going to pick on the church for a little bit in religion. Why? Because I can. Religion teaches us we need to pray, and it teaches us those 5 human habits, but it teaches us to pray from a place of lack, almost to kind of like begging. What do I mean by that? Well, I came from a Pentecostal Christian background. We were taught, pray without ceasing, throw yourself on the floor. I mean, wail and cry and just keep praying until it happens. Here's the issue with that. You're praying from a place of lack and desperation. It's a completely different vibration than what you want. You need to come boldly. And I know the Bible says, come boldly to the throne. What I'm calling out is and all of a sudden I can't even remember the words, the dulicity in that. Pray without ceasing, but come boldly to the throne. And before anybody comes at me in the comments to try to correct me on what the Bible means, let me just put it out there. I have been an ordained Christian pastor since the early 90s. So yeah, I kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm not here to debate or any of that. What I'm saying is the fundamental principles of what we were taught through religion of prayer is faulty and wrong and keeps us stuck. Just like a lot of the things we're taught in religion is to keep us in fear, separation, judgment, and looking outside of us to an imaginary God or person. I say imaginary because you can't see or touch it, and depending on what religion is, it'll be a little different. When really the power is in your belief, in your intention. You are the creator of your life. Your life experiences happen based on your beliefs. So if you've got strong beliefs and strong opinions, how's that working out for you? Are you feeling stuck? Feeling like you just keep getting into a hamster wheel and go round and round and round, and then all of a sudden you get thrown out of the hamster wheel and you freak out only to climb back into the hamster wheel and go through the same shit? Baby, 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 baby. Look at your beliefs and your opinions. You got to get rid of them. So if you were taught to, ask or pray or anything from that lack, here's the thing. Words, how do you create words? You spell them out. Spelling creates a word. Words have energy to them. When you have words, whether it's a thought or a spoken word, and you have a feeling that matches that, baby, you've got power now. You've got the full recipe for manifestation. You could prove this to yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. But based on the most emotionally charged thought or belief, that's what you're experiencing in your life right now. You don't like what you're experiencing? Change the belief. So it's a principle that works either way. We have just been wearing these masks in the matrix and doing the same thing over and over again, getting the same results. Why? Because the belief hasn't changed. You got to get rid of the belief. One of the biggest things is when you want to manifest or pray, trying to manifest is another way of just saying prayer. But on the manifesting train, we know that when we want to set an intention or we want to manifest or we want to ask for something, we do not do it from the place of not having it. I'm just going to let that sink a little bit. And if you have been trying to manifest from a place of, well, I don't have this, and you may even try to be bartering, with the universe or whatever, but you're still getting the same old, that's why. Change it up a bit. What do you got to lose except for the same old, right? Beware of altered ego traps. That's what this is. This is what it is. And it starts off with the mind's mastery lies in the heart. I have been telling you guys, the mind is a completely different frequency and vibration than the heart. So if you're always in the mind, thinking, trying to solve, you're thinking and trying to solve from the same point of the problem. Drop it into your heart. Your heart is a completely different vibration. It's a higher vibration, and it will come together with that thought. It'll bring the love and light. And that's what you want. You want to manifest not from a place of lack, but a place of power and knowing. What is a place of power? It is the knowing that you are an I am creator being. You are light and love, a spirit being here on earth in a physical body, having a human experience. This awakening journey is on the path back to the truth of who you are and undoing all of the human masks and creations. 3D realm, the human realm, is about duality. As I mentioned yesterday, you can't have light without the dark or dark without the light. You need that polarity. This journey back to self is remembering that you are the light, you are the love, you are the power. So if this is hitting home for you and you're realizing, oh my gosh, I am trying to create or manifest from a place of what I don't have. Money, love, those are two really easy ones to look at, because if you got bills to pay or a family to feed and the money's not coming in, or there's more bills piling up, you don't know, what you're going to do or whatever, there's a history in your life about this, right? You didn't just wake up one day like this. Reflect back on your life like a scientist studies a monkey. Where did these limiting beliefs come from? Where did this scarcity mentality come from? How do you override it if you're in that situation right now? And guys, I know that situation. I was there years ago, so I know it's scary, it's overwhelming. Sometimes it can feel like you're crushed, you can't breathe, you don't know what's going to happen. And if you're anything like me, altered ego jumps in, hijacks your ass, and the next thing you know, you are worrying about things and they're getting bigger and bigger that might not even happen. Do you know? Focusing your attention on that, you are actually creating to manifest more of that in your life. So I challenge you, because the opposite can absolutely be true. Yeah. As you're dropping these masks, coming back to learning who you are, changing the way you think and feel and move, life has to shift. Where does it start? It starts with you. It starts with giving yourself the love that you desire. When you give yourself the love that you desire and stop looking for it outside of you, life starts to change in the most miraculous, amazing ways. Now, you can't go from the pit to the palace in one jump. It may seem like people do that, but that's not truth, because everything is frequency and vibration. If you're in the pit right now, there is a road, like a yellow brick road to the palace. This yellow brick road is the awakening journey. Along that yellow brick road, you are going to meet different aspects of yourself. You are on the journey of gathering up who you really are, who you want to be, and feeling safe to come from that place, because that place really is your magic. That is your power, and that's where your abundance lies. Starting out with heal your betrayal wound. I'm not calling you out specifically. I'm calling all of us out, because we all have a betrayal wound. Just like that wound of rejection. Yeah, it's so easy for us to kind of sit here and just, massage the betrayal wound, and the story goes a little something like this. Oh, she did this to me. Oh, he did this to me. I can't believe this. Or my parents didn't do this, or they did this. Again, it's going to be different for everybody. But you're listening to the Awakening Consciousness. You're learning from a metaphysician. We do things differently. We look at ourselves. So I'm challenging you. Where are you betraying yourself? Are you oscillating between power and giving your power away? Giving our power away energetically is giving the other person or people the keys to drive our car. I don't know about you, but if I've got a nice, luxurious ride, you're not getting the keys to that. I am no longer handing out my keys to my vehicles, to altered ego, to people, to nobody. But again, it didn't go from here to here overnight. The journey and what you're resisting or pushing against really is the magic. There is no true destination. You will always be evolving and growing, because we're in an infinite universe and you are an infinite being. So look at, where are you betraying yourself? Are you saying, life would be great if this person did this, this, or this, or if only they did this, or if only I had this? Get out of that doubt. That is poisoning your manifestation. You're back in the hamster wheel. Love yourself. Be very gracious with yourself. Be generous with yourself. Right now, this is a time for you to be with you. You cannot help anybody else if your cup is empty. Again, over in the Matrix, we're taught, do this for everybody else, and then yours will come. How the hell are you going to pour into somebody else from an empty well? Let's look at the airplane. What are you instructed to do? You're not instructed to put your oxygen, or put an oxygen mask on somebody else before putting it on yourself. Same thing here. People pleasing, giving, always giving, or being the one that people run to when they're having an issue so you can help fill them up. But when you're going through something, they're nowhere to be found. Stop that shit. Stop it. You're betraying yourself. This is how altered ego traps you. So it may feel uncomfortable to say no to people. You're not being mean. You're not anything but learning to be generous with yourself, learning to put yourself first. Because when you put yourself first, you're setting an energetic boundary that goes out before you even arrive at a place, before you walk into a room. And it sets that boundary and blueprint of how other people are going to be allowed to treat you. That's why you got to put you first. No, it's not selfish. Those of you who grew up under narcissism, I know this isn't easy. So I double dog dare you to look at yourself and your life and your situations like a scientist studies a monkey. No judgment, no anything, but be generous with yourself. Be loving with yourself. Because when you do, that's what's going to get you out of this same old stuck energy. This is where you start alchemizing and creating the magic. You are the magician of your life. You are always creating, but everything is frequency and vibration. So if you're creating from that place of lack or not having, and you're experiencing more of not having and things not working out, well, that's why. It starts with you. The mind's mastery lies in the heart. Try this on for size. Challenge yourself. If all you can do is just say, everything is always working out for my highest good, whatever the problem, issue is, bill, whatever, just say, beloved, I am. I put this issue or this question, this problem into my heart space. Heart, you show me the answer. You show me what needs to be done. You take care of this, because I know everything is always working out for my highest good. Leave it at that. Allow God, the universe, source, to show up and show off in your life. Stop cutting it off out of fear because of these limiting beliefs and opinions. So you have a choice in every moment. So today I'm challenging you. Choose the lighter thought. Choose the thought and the feeling where you win, where you're not betraying yourself, where you're generous with yourself. Try it on. And don't just try it on once. Consistency breeds momentum. And momentum is what is going to shift this and switch up the way that you perceive, think, and see things. All right, guys. I hope that helped. I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bye-bye.